Does that sound right?
Yes, Senator.
Of course, other people had bought bonds too. Normal people, everyday people had bought bonds. And when the debt crisis kicked off, the courts froze all of the assets, all of Puerto Rico's assets, to make sure that everybody got their fair share and was paid out in accordance with the law, and that normal people who bought bonds would get their fair share, right? I mean, I've got it right so far?
Yes, Senator.
So you, however, you, on behalf of your clients, you invented a novel claim. You filed a lawsuit under the takings clause. Is that right?
That's correct, Senator.
So you argued that the government was stealing from the hedge funds by freezing all of the funds. And if they pursued that course of action and didn't give your clients all of their money first, then they would have violated the U.S. Constitution. Is that right?
That's not quite correct, Senator.
Why was it a good idea? Why represent all of these hedge funds trying to get billions of dollars out of Puerto Rico when other everyday bondholders are left to pick up the slack? You dragged this thing out for years. I mean, you went back and forth to the circuit court. Other hedge funds then followed your lead. They thought that was terrific arguments, super inventive. So then they did the same thing. So then other hedge funds piled in. The bankruptcy went on and on. Puerto Rico was forced to institute serious austerity measures, much to the detriment of their citizens, average people who don't have money for hedge funds. Why is it a good idea to go to Puerto Rico and to try to get your rich clients prioritized over normal people in a way that seriously impoverished, if I might say, the citizens of the island?
Hey everyone. Today, I'm diving into a fiery exchange that's been making waves across the nation. This isn't just any political back and forth, it's Senator Josh Hawley ruthlessly grilling a judicial nominee about her past work and statements. If you care about the intersection of law, ethics, and societal values, buckle up because this is a conversation you need to hear. Senator Hawley, known for his direct and uncompromising style, was on a mission. He started questioning a judicial nominee about her past statements and writings, and things got heated. Hawley pulled out an op-ed she had written back in 2018, referring to pregnancy resource centers as faux clinics. Imagine the drama as he read her words aloud. "I have it right here," he declared, holding up the article. His opening question was clear. "Do you stand by this?" And from there, the tension only grew.
John is bound by a code of ethics that I think is incredibly important and that I am proud to adhere to in every case. My clients in that case...
Take from the rich or take from the poor to give to the rich? Is that the code of ethics?
Senator Jones Day was retained in that case to represent a group of clients. Along with my colleagues, I made the best possible arguments.
Well, wait. Are you saying it wasn't voluntary? You represented them, right? You were lead counsel, I thought. Were you lead counsel?
Senator, I was not lead counsel. I was one of many lawyers who handled that litigation.
And it was involuntary? You were assigned, or you chose to do it? You did it voluntarily, didn't you?
Senator, those hedge funds were a client of the firm. I was asked to join the team and work on that matter.
Which you did. Okay. My question is why? Why is that? Why is it a good idea? I mean, you can say no.
Senator, my colleagues and I at Jones Day in that case made the best possible argument.
Well, I know, and I listen. I don't. I'm not questioning your talent. I understand why they wanted to hire you. Your talent's considerable. I'm just wondering why you thought it was important to deploy it on behalf of these hedge funds to the detriment of everyday citizens who were bearing the cost. And you invented it was very novel. Listen, I give you credit. And everybody else thought so too. That's why all the other rich players got in and said, we want to do that, and drug it out for years. I'm just wondering why you thought that was a good idea.
Senator, Jones Day was retained to represent
I heard that the first
clients.
time. I'm just wondering why you thought it was a good idea. You could use your considerable talents in any number of cases, ways, means, and methods. You could have said no to representing these clients. You didn't, obviously. In fact, you vigorously defended them to the point of inventing this novel theory, which was quite successful for your very lucrative clients. I'm just wondering why.
Senator, I have represented a number of clients over the course of my career. I have represented the government. I have represented clients.
So you don't have any problem with this? You think this is a good idea? You stand by it?
Senator,
No
my
regrets?
job in that representation was to vigorously represent my clients, which I did.
Sure, but we'd established, I think a second ago, I thought you told Senator Kennedy that you resigned from Jones Day over a client that the firm was representing who you didn't like.
Senator, that is not at all what I said.
You didn't resign from Jones Day?
Senator, I did not resign from Jones Day because of any particular representation.
Oh, so it wasn't a moral, you had no moral quandaries?
Absolutely not, Senator.
You had no moral quandaries with any of the cases at Jones Day? That's your testimony?
Senator, I left the firm in January of 2021 because I was offered an opportunity to return to public service. It's an opportunity the firm supported and that I took.
You had no quandaries with them representing in the Trump litigation? You had
Senator,
no problem with that? That's your testimony?
Senator, I did not leave my firm because of that representation.
I left my firm.
Senator, I left the firm months later because I received an opportunity to return to public service.
You had no problem with that, and you had no problem.
The nominee seemed caught off guard, saying she didn't recall the article but didn't deny the remarks. Hawley pressed on, pointing out the real medical services these centers provide: ultrasounds, prenatal care, and even job training. Here's where it gets intense. Hawley asked if calling these centers faux clinics meant accusing their staff, trained, licensed professionals, of lying under oath. The nominee clarified she was referring to specific cases where women allegedly felt misled, but Hawley wasn't buying it. He dug deeper, asking whether ultrasounds, common at these centers, are legitimate medical procedures. Of course, the nominee agreed, but this opened another question. If ultrasounds and other services are legitimate, why call the centers fake? Hawley argued these centers provide essential, often free services to women in need. Yet the nominee's past comments painted a very different picture. Was this just advocacy gone too far, or a deeper reflection of her views? Then came the most shocking part of the hearing, the discussion on partial birth abortion. Hawley referenced a Supreme Court case and quoted graphic details from the proceedings. He wanted to know if the nominee agreed with Congress's bipartisan decision to ban the procedure. Her response? She acknowledged the ban as settled law, but avoided expressing personal support. Hawley, however, brought up a statement she made in 2019 opposing Oklahoma's dismemberment abortion ban. This raised even more questions about her stance on extreme abortion practices. If you found this video informative, make sure to hit the like button and share it with someone who loves staying up to date on the latest political controversies. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more updates.